Okay, I'm Joe Kinnear, and I'm going to present today the Customer Assistant website, go through some of the features of the Customer Assistant website and the potential upsells that you could use that point your customers or your leads right to the website so they can self-serve. So I'm gonna show you a short presentation here, and then we're just going to dig into demo site live, and I'll show you what the customer perspective would be when they log into the site. So CAW stands for Customer Assistant website, and basically you're getting in here and you're seeing what's going on with this page here. So this is the landing page that we're looking at, and let me bring that down a little bit here. Apologize. Okay. So what we're looking at here is a landing page where I would log in as a customer with my email address and a password. If I am not registered with the Customer Assistant website currently, it's going to prompt me for my account number to create an account. And then what happens is we use that email address for the username, and that syncs back into the software. So other things you can do from here is, you can create your new account down here. You can enter in offer codes, or you can request an estimate. So one of the powerful tools that we have here at Real Green is this Customer Assistant website where, if you want to sell something on the portal, you can do that. You can get in here and import marketing lists and measure properties and promote your products to those particular customers, and they can log in and self-serve, sign up for a service or program, prepay for the service, things like that will eliminate phone calls, but it's allowing your millennials to get in here and just do what they want to do whenever they want to do it. So this landing page kind of goes over everything you can do here. It's secure online payments. You can set up auto pay, purchase additional services, request estimates, view payment and service history. So as you can see, it's a pretty powerful tool. You can even refer friends and family members from the site. Different benefits, you reduce your phone calls. Your customers are able to do things online, reduce your receivables with auto pay. And it's 24/7. So it doesn't matter if it's 3 in the morning, 12 o'clock at night, whatever. Your customer has control over their account where they can add services, make payments, look at history 24/7. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next slide here. Okay. And we were kind of talking about this earlier, the request and estimate. So this is what the field would look like. When you log in, it's going to ask you for your house number, street name, zip code, and put in your email address. And what we're doing here is we're actually matching that zip code with what we have in your database behind the scenes. So if it's somebody that found you online that is not in your service area, it's going to cross-reference the zip code, let them know that you don't service that area. But if you do service that area, it's going to take the rest of their information on the next page, and it's going to gather that, and it'll send it back into the software for you. What's nice is if you've serviced this property before and you know what you would charge to service the property, they could purchase online. And it would look similar to this here, where you could have different promotions set up with different services that you offer. If you have the size of the property, what you can do behind the scenes, like this example, it could have been somebody that was a customer and they moved. So the new homeowner logged in here because you were doing some kind of marketing campaign, and they're able to see pricing now and sign up online. So they select their bundle, promotions, total charge, what you could save if you prepaid. So you're trying to get this customer to self-serve and get a prepay. If you're trying to push prepays, offer them 5% off, 10% off. And what happens here is everything that's done here will sync back in the database. So it eliminates that phone call in the office. I could do this at 2 o'clock in the morning and sign up for a lawn care program. And when I do that, like I said, everything's going to sync back in the software. There'll be alerts set up in the CRM of our software, the call log. So whoever comes into the office, they're going to get that email that night that the customer was added in the database, but you'll also have all the information in the software. Customer will be added, program will be added, prepay will be allocated for the services. And this is what the prepay screen looks like here from this example, the Super Green Lawn Care. So prepay and save, dollar amounts. So we're letting them know, hey, this is what the price is going to be, but if you prepay, we can give you a discount on this. And by the way, we also offer additional services that you can check off and add them right into your totals. Another thing that we added to the customer assistant website was the ability to put in your terms and conditions and get the customer to agree to those terms and conditions and digitally sign online. So we can capture a digital signature, IP address, the date that it was signed, and all of that information will sync back into software. So if you're in one of those states that require you to obtain a contract before you can service properties, then this would probably work out pretty well for you. So let's get into some of the upsell potentials. We do direct mail. Your direct mail pieces could have, QR codes or links to go to the website, or an offer code that points, directly to a specific offer. So, if you had an offer code on here similar to this right here, I know it's kind of small, but that offer code could be punched into the customer assistant website when you log in, and it's going to bring up your offer specifically for your account. So I may offer a customer 30% off, and I may offer somebody else 20% off. It doesn't matter. That offer code will be specific to that customer when they log in, and they'll get that offer. Upselling on invoices. So you can upsell on invoices, which could lead to potential, new sales, but you can point them right to the website. So you're creating the upsells on the invoice, but why not put on here? Go to your website to sign up for the services. They can go right there, sign up for the services without talking to anybody in the office, without even sending in this remit balance. They can do everything they need to do from the portal. So it just comes to the point where, you've got to get people's email addresses. You have to try and get them to sign up online, and how do you do that? We've talked to a bunch of people, and from what I've, communications I've had with people, you got to do something or be proactive with it. Let your customers know that you have a portal. If they don't know, they're not going to go to it and make a payment. Put it on your after hours messages. So when somebody leaves you a voicemail at 6 p.m. and nobody's there, it points them to the portal. Did you know we have a website where you can make a payment, look at your history on your account, things like that. So you may have to do something to get their customers to sign up. Maybe we give a TV away. This month we're giving away a free TV. It may cost you $300, but if you can get 100 of your customers to sign up online for this portal, it's well worth it, because that's eliminating a lot of phone calls, and it's allowing your customers to self-serve and get used to using the portal and seeing the potential upsales that are coming through after services are completed. Condition codes. So for those of you that are using the mobile app out in the field, these condition codes are very easy to put in the system. You see bare spots, you hit a checkbox. Technicians do not have to sell the service. When they go to the portal, they're going to see that information. Hey, there's bare spots on my property. They can take care of it. It's going to cost me this much to fix the problem. You can do condition code letters. So this is an example of different condition codes that were noted in the field. And as you can see, there's a QR code here. There is a path to go to the portal to sign up online and put in an offer code specific to this particular customer. Invoice upsell coupons, same thing. We've got some customers that are doing something like this, printing things out after the service is completed, leaving this behind. Same thing, QR code, but it also has the path to go in and sign up online. And there's the offer code that's going to give them 15% off of the service right there. After service emails, this is part of automated marketing assistant, but it kind of works hand in hand with the CAW. Services are completed, the emails generated after the service is posted in the system, and let your customer know, hey, we're at your property, this is what we did, this is what we saw, and they're all hot links that the customer can click on. Manage my account, sign up for autopay, contact us, refer a friend. But a lot of people are clicking right here, see your technician's recommendations, and that'll take them right into the portal where they can see those recommendations and sign up online. Here's an example of a condition code upsell letter. So based off of those check boxes in the field, noted by the technician, these letters can go out automatically. QR code, a link right in here so they can sign up online, makes it very easy for them to do so. Production follow-up opportunities. Increase upsell opportunities. Current customers are 10 times more likely to purchase from you if they're already a customer. So it's not like you're cold calling them. It's more of a, we saw problems with your property. I could have took a picture of it, have it in the database. It just makes it easier to sell if they're a current customer that's vested, in their lawns, in pest control, whatever services they have with you. And, different promotions based off of condition codes. And, this is pretty much what it would look like in the portal when they log in. We saw these different things that are going on with your property. So the technician in the field hit some check boxes: fungicide, aeration, insecticide, special application. So, the customer logs in, and this is what they're seeing, where they can sign up online and go in here and pay as you go. And pay now or contact me. So you're seeing different things like that. Contact me would be more of a, we're just going to communicate with you. They have questions about something. So they're just letting you know that, hey, I'm not going to buy right now, but I am interested. Could you give me a call, please? And that'll report back into the software for you. So pay as you go, pay now, contact me, auto pay. Those features are what you put in parameters. So if you don't want to do pay as you go, it could be auto pay, prepay, and contact me, and that's all you offer. Okay. Order additional services. So same thing in the software. There's a drop-down box where you could go in and you could sign up for services. So if I selected this core aeration, it has, here's your core aeration, here's what we're offering, here's if you prepay, accept the terms and conditions, and move forward. That service will sync right into the software, and you don't have to do anything. The service will sync in there as an active service. The payment will be allocated for the service, and you're just getting basically a notification that things are happening on the portal. As they're happening, they're recording into the system for you if you need to do a follow-up. Okay. These services can help resolve problems we saw during your last visit. So same thing, it's kind of going in here and breaking things down for the customer. Now that you have promotions, promotions in the software you set up behind the scenes, here's what we're seeing when you log into the account. Lawn care, aeration, grub control. I'm going to go in and show you a little bit more detail on a live version that I have on the demo site. But as you can see, the different bundles you set up behind the scenes can link right in to this portal. Where are they a prepay bundle? Are they not a customer bundle? Are we doing some type of marketing bundle or promotion that you're offering? Different services listed are based on reported condition codes. So same thing, we're looking at condition codes, and maybe you don't have to put a price on there. If it's something that you don't want to offer with a price, hey, we'll contact you with a quote. Service upsells and estimates. So different marketing campaigns, different pieces that you're sending out could have, that QR code or a link right in here that they could, type in and go right in. But if you can click on this QR code, it takes you right into the site from your phone. So this the site is mobile responsive. So you don't have to be on your computer to see what's going on with your lawn care or your pest control services. That you can get right in here and from your phone and see what's going on. And here's an example of some of the upsells. Mosquito control. Here's the price based off of the promotion. Total charge, prepay amount. And this is how you can offer this: pay as you go, prepay, auto pay, contact me. So you don't have to make these available. I mean, if you just want to do the prepay and auto pay, that's fine. But it's configurable in the parameters of the customer system website. Different conditions and upsells. I showed you how you can hit those check boxes in the field and how they can turn into potential sales. Things that you're leaving behind. Hey, we can do a grub preventative service for you. Here's $1. Here's what it's going to cost you to do it. But there's that QR code that they can click on. It takes them right into the portal where they can sign up online. It's just a matter of setting up your condition codes in the software. So you set them up in the software. Now when technicians are hitting check boxes in the field, it knows that checkbox relates to a particular suggested service that you have linked to it. And something that we're doing now too with the automated marketing assistant is scheduled email blasts. These are nice because you can look through the software and say, find all my pest control customers that do not have lawn care. and now you can send an email blast to them. But the blast is more of it's a hot lead basically. You're getting in here and you can click on things. Look at my account, get into the customer portal and see what this is all about. If you have a size or a price for that particular customer, they can sign up online. But what's also nice is you can actually write reviews on here too, so you can have a review portion built in here, so it can help you build your website, your SEO presence. So this right here is just the basic on what I wanted to go over, but I'm going to bring up a live screen now where I'm going to run through a more of a live demo and kind of show you from the customer perspective what it looks like. Close this out. So me as a consumer, I'm your customer. I'm logging in here. I've got my email address I'm punching in here and my password, and I sign in right here. So when I sign in, I'm seeing what's going on with my account. I got a little bit of history on the account. I can rate, my lawn care company, my pet control company's service. If I'm not happy, I can rate you a 0, and that 0 will translate into an email being generated to maybe a service manager. It doesn't matter. It could be on a Saturday. Nobody's really working on a Saturday, but the service manager can still reach out. Say, hey, I saw you rated us poorly. We want to fix the problem. What's going on? We'll have somebody out there on Monday to fix it for you. But you can use this for marketing too. So if your customers are rating you 9s and 10s, those can link right into their account and the history of their account. So if I click 10 and submit, it's going to record that 10 as a net promoter score in my account in the software. So now I can go in and run any report in the software and filter out by a net promoter score and say, let's look for my 9s and 10s. And when I do that, now I can say, hey, I'm getting ready to start a referral program, and I'm going to push it pretty hard. Who should I look for? I'm going to run that report and look for all my 9s and 10s because they're already likely to refer me to friends and colleagues. So I'm going to start there and see what happens. So a little bit of history we're seeing here. We can click on this and it'll break down the services or programs that you have, completed dates, dollar amounts. It also has a service summary report where you can get in here and it's basically pulling everything that was done in the field. So whether you need weather conditions, the technician's notes, all that information will record right here. So it's pretty much a manifest that you can leave behind, but it may allow you to go paperless now where maybe you don't have to. A lot of companies want to do something like this where they'll let their customers, you want to promote it and say, hey, if you want to take a look at your account, what products were used, what we're recommending, things of that nature, everything will be recorded right here for you. So this is another good way to push your customers to the portal. If they make that phone call to you and you pick up the phone in the office and they're asking you questions about the products that were used or when the technician was out there, what I would do is I would create an account for them, get their email address, create a temporary password, have them log in, and kind of walk them through this, because if you show it to them now, it's going to eliminate phone calls in the future too for the similar issues. So now they're getting in here and they can kind of look and see what's going on with their account, look at a little history. If there's any money due, I can make a payment right here. If transaction history, same thing, like a service summary report. But you can actually do contracts in here too. So if you do need to get those contracts, you can do something like this where you're requiring your customers, from an estimate standpoint, before we can move forward, we need to get you to digitally sign and agree to the terms. And that's what somebody did here. They signed, we pulled the IP address. So that'll link back into the customer's account as well. Request an estimate. Excuse me. So I can go in here and request an estimate for any service that's available. So Super Green wants to allow me to buy mosquito control online. Here's your price, and I can add it to my cart. So any service that you would allow your customers to purchase online without talking to somebody at the office, put it here. Allow them to come on here and self-serve. And like I said, this could be done 24/7. So I could be working weird hours. I get home at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I decide, hey, I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. I want some mosquito control. I log into my account and I set it up right here. Different payment options. So we have the ability to do like a one-time payment, And whatever payment options you want available is what logos you would see here. So if you don't take like Amex or Discover, you wouldn't see that listed here. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to get everybody on that auto pay. So as soon as work is completed in the software, we hit that credit card automatically. So as soon as you post the work is completed, credit cards hit. Typically it's in your bank account 24 hours. It may be 24 to 48 hours, but it's the AR at the end of the month, the end of the year. You know, what do your customers owe you? You know, if you got everybody set up on auto pay, they're not going to owe you anything. You're not going to be chasing money at the end of the year. Referral program. So the referral program could be built into this as well. You create this banner where you're offering $25 credit, $50 credit, and I could blast this out to Facebook. And what this does is it takes my referral offer code right here, and that is associated to me. So if I blast this out to Facebook and somebody clicks on this banner, it knows that it came from me. That way, when they sign up, I am getting credit for that, and I'll get that $25 credit based off of the parameters behind the scenes. So if you want to issue the credits right away, you could do that. If you want to issue the credits later in the year, maybe after the service is completed, to make sure the customer you know, stays on board for a couple services or the entire program, you set that up on the back end, and the software will issue the credits automatically for you. Frequently asked questions. So this is a great tool. You know, you want to let your customers know that, hey, we got different frequently asked questions in here that you can look over, and this could eliminate phone calls, you know, things like this. And this is all trackable through Google Analytics. So if you have a Gmail account, you can link this in to see where people are clicking. You know, you got frequently asked questions, you got maintenance tips. If you see people are clicking on the frequently asked questions, you're probably going to want to update this information, because if they keep coming here and they see the same thing, they're probably not going to come back to it. So you can even put maintenance tips in here as well. A little bit about the company. But another nice tool here is the Contact Us. So I could go in here as a consumer and say, hey, I know you guys aren't open right now, but I do have a billing question, and I click billing. I type my details right here, and this will sync right back into the database for you. So you don't have to listen to the voicemail. You're not losing anything in translation when you're listening to the voicemail in the morning. Whatever the customer typed out will report back into the software for you to follow up automatically. So this is the customer assistant website, and with this you also get a dashboard. So the dashboard kind of breaks down your business, what's going on, sales, total number of leads, closing percentages, how many customers do we have. You know, I ask people all the time, like, how many customers do you have there? Some people don't know. I've got between 500 and 700 customers. Here, it doesn't matter. You can just log. You don't have to be in the software. You log right into this dashboard, and it's going to record, you know, how many customers do I have? How many estimates do I have? How many canceled customers do I have? So the number's right there at your fingertips without running reports in the software. CAW customers. So this is the amount of customers that we have signed up for the portal. So 30% is a good number. But you know, can you imagine if it was reversed and I had 70% of my customers self-serving? I've seen it happen, and it's a good number to have, because you know, it allows your customers to do what they need to do when they want to do it, and that's what it's all about. If I want to make a payment, don't make it hard for me to make a payment. I want to do it at 2 in the morning. Have the feature so I could do it. I want to sign up for a service. Same thing. I can go on there and sign up for a service online. Marketing customers with size, your customer retention, your financial numbers. So it's breaking down who prepaid for the year. So that's a good percentage. If I can get 42% of my customers to prepay, that's a great percentage again. Money that's brought in so far this year, what's left to come in for the year. So it's giving you a breakdown of the business in a snapshot view. But if you want to get in here and look a little bit deeper, dig a little bit deeper. Look at our marketing reports. You know, where are our leads coming from? You can categorize these columns and click on them. The number I like to look at is new sales dollars. So this is factoring in your cancels as well. So what are we closing? What percentage are we closing on this particular source code? So it's more of a source codes are, you know, our marketing campaigns. You know, how'd you hear about us? So get detailed on these source descriptions, because that's going to allow you to determine what money are we spending for our marketing campaigns, what's working, what's not working, and this will give you a visual of, you know, what's going on with the business and where we're getting our leads from. Sales reports. So if you want to see sales numbers, number of leads that came in so far, these different services, number of sold, closing percentages, same thing. Average sales, if square footage makes sense to your business. Your pest control, maybe not, but for lawn care, yeah, you know, we want to know the average square footage size of a sale. So you're seeing that. You're seeing all the dollar amounts right here as well for the different services you offer. This is more of like a kind of like a service summary report where it's going to break down what services do we have in the software, what's been completed, completed dollar amounts, completed square footage, remaining square footage, remaining services to be completed, remaining dollars to collect on those services. So, you know, I would definitely look at this, you know, on the week, you know, every week for sure, because you want to see where you're at. Are we behind? Do we need to speed things up? Do we need to work on a Saturday? Are the guys needing to do more stops? Do we need to keep them out a little bit later to get services done to catch up? This will allow you to help you run your business a little more smoothly. But what's nice too is you get this automated marketing assistant dashboard where you're seeing, you know, this isn't really the customer assistant website, but it all ties into the website, so I'll show it to you. You know, emails that are sent out, what's been open, unopened, bounce rates, after service emails that are open. So as you can see, if I can get almost 60% of my customers to open up my after service email, that's doing pretty good. You know, that's getting your customers to the point where they feel comfortable. I'm going to look at it and see what's going on with my property. So it's all about how you onboard a new customer. You know, what I would do, like I said earlier, is get their email address, create a username and password for them, temporary password. Username is going to be their email address, but get them used to using the portal. So, you know, they're not calling you for everything. Just let them know, hey, you can use the portal. It's going to do this, this, and this for you, and it's part of the onboarding process. And you let them know about emails. We're going to let you know what's going on with your services if we see issues with the property. If you let them know that you're going to do that, they're going to look at those emails. Are they going to buy from it? You know, they could, depending on the upsell, you know, depending on the price and what you're offering. If you can, you know, say, hey, I saw bare spots in your property, we can fix it for this amount. A lot of people, you know, what if it's a customer who's been with you for 5 years? They trust you. So, like I said earlier, the percentages, you know, you're 10 times more likely to sell them on an additional upsell. So why not let them know you do additional services and can fix problems they have with their property? So it's just breaking down all the numbers here for you and what people are opening up. So you can get right down to possibly, you know, like an after service email. And it tells you how many emails you sent out, how many customers activated their accounts, you know, what did we sell? So this is the true number, you know, are these emails working? Yeah, they're working because they're generating revenue for us. And it's revenue that is generated through the portal. So it's pushing everything to the website where the website's making the sales for it. All right, so I went over the customer assistant website, the upsell potential with the customer assistant website, and the dashboard that you get with the website. That's pretty much wrapping up here. It's been about a half an hour. We went through everything, and you know, thanks for coming out and taking a look at this. And if you're looking for more like parameter-driven items on CAW and how to set different promotions and stuff up, there was another webinar that was done, I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago, that should have a little more detail in there, more from the administrative side. So I am wrapping up here, and this is the Customer Assistant website webinar. Thanks for attending.